For those who recently moved into the United Kingdom, or those who are planning to move into the UK in the next couple of weeks, then you definitely need to watch this video, as I'll be sharing with you some of the things you should do immediately you get into the United Kingdom. Because if you fail to do some of these things, it's going to affect your stay in the UK long term. And some of those things I'll be sharing in this video are some of the things I wish I knew earlier and did earlier when I first came into the United Kingdom. And the last one I'll be mentioning in this video was the most important one that was able to help me secure a tier 2 visa in a data analyst role here in the United Kingdom. So if this sounds like something that will interest you, don't go anywhere, keep watching to the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. In my opinion, getting direction or asking questions from people who have been on the journey you've been before is one of the ways to avoid the same mistakes some people make in that regard. So that's why in this video I want to share with you some of the things you should do immediately when you get into the UK. Now, some of the things I will mention in this video are things that you should do practically immediately you get into the UK, and why some of them are things that you should make sure you do a couple of weeks or months after you move into the United Kingdom. So obviously the first thing you need to do when you get into the UK is to sort out your accommodation, if you haven't done that in your home country. Now, I know quite a number of agencies and employer and landlords are often skeptical about giving their apartments to people who are outside the UK. So when you get to the UK with an apartment, you can just try and get into the short-term accommodations with Airbnb and the likes to get yourself settled while you try to get a proper accommodation. So there are different accommodation websites that you can check out. If you're looking for a fancy accommodation, you can check out AmberStudent. I'm going to put that link in the description of this video, so you can click on the link, have a chat with an accommodation expert, so they can help you with getting your accommodation. There are other online platforms where you can get accommodations here in the UK, platforms like Zoopla, Rightmove, Gumtree, and so many of them. There are quite a number of them online. Just type accommodations, get an accommodation or accommodation websites in the UK. You're going to see a lot of websites here in the UK in that regard. Now, the second thing you need to do when you get into the UK is to get your BRP. Now, your BRP is really important, and depending on what's on your on the letter you get after you get your visa approved by the Home Office, on that letter there's going to be an address where you are expected to get your BRP. If you're coming to educate as a student, some get their BRP from their university, some get it from the post office. In my own case, I got mine from the post office. So just make sure you confirm where you can get your BRP and get that process running. So your BRP is really important. Make sure you get it sorted as soon as you get to the UK, because you can practically do nothing without you can't do anything without the BRP sorted. So the next thing after your BRP has been sorted is to open an account. You need to open a bank account here in the United Kingdom. It is really important. Opening a bank account, you can start with opening those digital banks like MENOS, Mozo, and the likes of them. So you want to check out Revolut Bank. I've got a link also in the description of this video. Click on that link to open a Revolut bank account. The reason I'm recommending Revolut is because with Revolut, even when you travel outside the UK, if you probably go to any of those European countries, you can still use the Revolut bank card to make payments in euros, in US dollars, and other currencies. So just check out the description of this video to open an account with Revolut with the link I'm providing. I think you'll be getting about £20 in your account after you open an account with the link in the description below. Now, after sorting your accommodation, you sorted your BRP, your bank account has been sorted. The next thing is for you to get your national insurance number, popularly known as NIN. Now, this national insurance number, without it, you can't work in the UK. And I've got quite a lot of people ask questions around the national insurance number. Now, for the national insurance number, you don't necessarily need to get the insurance number itself before you can start working. Now, after you've put out your application for the NIN, you can start applying for jobs with the reference number of your application while you wait for the proper national insurance number to be sent to you. So make sure you get the national insurance number sorted as soon as possible. And after you do that, the next thing is for you to start applying for jobs. Now, mind you, these things I've just mentioned, it does not necessarily need to go in the same order. You can obviously get your national insurance number sorted while you're still waiting for your BRP to come, or just make sure that you just follow, or just make sure that all these things are things you're doing, and some of them require one before you can do. For instance, you can't open a bank account without your BRP, so it means you have to get your BRP. So I'm not mentioning these things in chronological order. It can be in different ways depending on your situation. So the next thing is for you to get your health coverage sorted. It means that you need to register with a GP close to you. That's really, really important. You need to get your GP sorted. So even for me, I'm still having issue with my GP because my GP the GP I registered with is in Sunderland, and I'm 6 hours away from Sunderland right now. So I'm still trying to get my GP details moved down to the city I live at the moment. So make sure you get your GP sorted. You don't want to get into any form of illness when you move to the UK and you're stuck because you're not registered with any GP. And of course, I'm sure this is probably going to be the first thing you do when you get to the UK. You need to get a UK SIM. And I know even at the Nigerian embassy now, where we do this biometrics, they now give people UK SIM. I've got a friend who recently did his student, went for his biometrics for his student visa, and was given a SIM card even before he got decision. Anyway, so if you don't have a SIM card before coming, make sure you get a SIM card as soon as you get into the UK. Then the next thing is to start finding a job. Now make sure you try and do this as soon as possible. I think when I first came in, because I had a friend here already, he was really able to help me in so many ways. So when I came to the UK, my first day in the UK, I already got a lot of things sorted. I had my UK number, I had my bank opened, I had my NI application put done, just waiting for the NI. So I had a lot of things done on my first day. That might not be your situation if you don't have someone here in the UK already. And make sure you start applying for jobs as soon as you get some of these documents ready, because you can't apply for jobs if you don't have a bank account. Where are they going to pay your salary into here? So you need to ensure that you start applying for jobs. There are loads of jobs in the UK. I think I made a video a couple of days ago on highest paying part-time jobs for international students in the UK. You want to check out that video on this channel, and start pushing out applications, different jobs, and don't limit yourself. Honestly, I think the kind of job you apply for is really dependent on your financial situation. If you're not so much in need of money, if you came to the UK with quite a lot of money, you can then calm down and get the kind of job you want. However, if you're in dire need of money to sort out immediate bills and past bills that you've incurred, you don't have to be, you don't have to restrict yourself on the kind of job you can apply for. Now, after you've settled, you've probably gotten a job, you're settled in the UK. The next thing, so these I'm mentioning now are things that you can do later. They're not immediate. Next thing is to get your provisional driver's license. Actually, this is for people who are family, because your provisional license, your international license is only valid for 1 year. So after 1 year, you can't use that international license to drive in the UK anymore. So you need to start your process as soon as possible. I made a video on getting your driver's license in the UK. You might want to check it out on this channel. So get your provisional driver's license sorted. And that thing you want to do immediately or as soon as you get it to the UK is to apply for a credit card. Yeah, I know so many credit card providers will tell you need to be in the UK for 6 months, some 1 year, some 2 years, and all of that. However, you can check out some other credit card providers that will probably give you a credit card after 6 months of moving to the UK. It's really important because it helps build your credit score, especially if you're planning to stay in the UK long term. It's important for you to get your credit score built, and one of the ways to do that is to get a credit card. So I have a link in the description also if you're looking at getting a credit card, to help boost your credit score in the United Kingdom. Another thing you need to check out if you're international student who just came to the UK is to sort your transportation. Many people spend a lot on transportation, so just try and learn. You'll ask questions from people around you on the cheapest way of sorting transportation out. While I was in Sunderland, one of the ways I was able to sort that out was just to buy, I think, £23 tickets, and that covers for the whole week for both buses and train. So you just want to ask questions around to know more about the cheapest bus or train options available in your city. And the last one I'll be mentioning in this video is, the moment you get to the UK, you're settled with, you've gotten one part-time job that is bringing money to the table. The next thing is to think about your long-term plan. Talking of long-term plan, you need to check out the profession you're looking at, diving into after the completion of a program, and start making informed decisions towards that line. You can plan to move into or transition into data analytics and 2 months to the end of the program, you still don't know anything about data analytics. That might be very difficult for you. So you might want to start the process as soon as possible. And if you're looking at transferring into data analytics, you want to check out Tech Drive. On Tech Drive, students are trained on how to get into data analytics, taught the most important technical skills, statistical tools that are used by data analysts here in the United Kingdom. And they provide internship opportunity, UK work experience, and so many other good things that is going to help you land your data analytics job in the UK. So if you want to learn more about data analytics training with Tech Drive, check the description of this video, click on the link, and put out your registration for the next cohort. So guys, I hope you find this video resourceful. If you do, please click on the like button, and if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.